We all remember the first time we read or saw the story of Mowgli, a little boy raised by wolves. Ever since its release in 1894, The Jungle Book has captivated the imagination of children and parents alike all over the world, thanks to its masterful description of exotic locations and an adventurous story. Rudyard Kipling, its writer, became synonymous with the book, which largely overshadowed most of his other work, and there was plenty of it.
Rudyard Kipling was born in the middle part of the 19th century in Bombay, now Mumbai, part of British India. His birthplace inspired him greatly throughout his life, being interested in the art and traditions of the indigenous Indo-Aryan population. He experienced many hardships living in a foster family and a boarding school, far away from his family in India.
That's quite big.
As many great authors, he traveled a lot throughout his life, residing in India, America, and England. The best indicator of his writing talent is the fact that he is the youngest Nobel Prize in Literature laureate, aged 41.
3 years after receiving the award, he wrote a historical fantasy book called Rewards and Fairies. It's a collection of stories, each preceded and followed by a poem. One of those poems is named If, and is considered to be the most famous British poem to date. If was written from the point of Rudyard himself giving advice to his young son John. The critics and the readers were, and still are, very polarized when it comes to discussing its artistic and cultural impact. A lot of that may be attributed to the relative simplicity of the text and the values it promotes, because it reflects on the self-discipline that the British came to be known for. We leave the conclusion to you. Without further ado, here's If.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself with all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise.
If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken
Да ты чё?
and stoop and build them up with torn out tools.
If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it in one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.